my makeup loving friends. How's it going? Welcome back. It's been another week. So we have a week's worth of your selection of the makeup that we're talking about. So you know the drill. I have the wonderful, fabulous Tia with me. You know the drill. All of her socials are down below, so you can go and find her. But we wouldn't have an episode if it wasn't for you guys tagging me and stuff. So a big thank you to Brianna, Ali, Beth, Gillian, Miss Charlie, Trendstopia, Makeup Release Radar, Missa JW, Natalia Yvonne, Gina, Missy, Claire, Gaia, Yasmin, Rhea, Wilma Fingerdew, Tia, Sue, Shanna, Cecily, Tina, Buttons, Daniela, Unbreakable Solomon, Brogan, Emily, Chrissy, Megs, Heather, Kirsten, Cheryl, and Alexis. A big thank you to all of you, and a big thank you to my Patreons. And we have birthdays. That's right. People were expelled from the womb on these days. So a big happy birthday to Lisa, to Tia, and to Kirsten. Yay!
Thank you. I'm going to do a birthday live with Daniela next Tuesday. I'm not sure what time, but I'm going to announce it later.
I will try and make it. I am constantly working, but there you go.
Yeah.
They are aging successfully, and we have a theme. It's unbothered bitch. Yeah, and I'm putting the bitch into unbothered. So yeah. But
we're on brand.
Yeah.
We were too unbothered to do makeup.
I didn't even brush my hair. Yeah. But you know the drill, guys. A lot of my Patreons have decided to do their own looks as well, so you're going to see them now. But let's get straight into it. And can I just say, I'm really liking that we've quite a selection of affordable makeup this week. That's kind of making my little heart happy. So this is Profusion and their new Rituals collection. The most expensive thing is the face and eye palette. That's $17.98. But everything else is like ranging from $4.98 all the way up to that $18. So like even the handheld mirror, that's $6.98. I think the thing that's most overpriced is like the bag with the face gems. That's $9.98. But the cute little eyeshadow palettes, the 9 pan, I think that's really quite nice. It's purple toned. I think the big face and eye palette, that could have been edited down a lot.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think if it's needed, to be honest.
Yeah, I think they could have left it with everything else. Like even like the blushes and highlighters, they're very reminiscent of Kaja Beauty.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, that looks so much like, are they copying Kaja?
Oh, I mean, I'd say
they
so.
are.
Like, let's be real.
Like, let's be honest. Like, this is such a cool like collection. Like, look at those like lipstick package.
Yeah,
that looks high end.
It does.
Like indie makeup. This gives me like indie makeup, high end makeup vibes. Not wipes, like vibes.
Bad. Yeah. No, I agree. It looks really quite like particularly the lipsticks, they look quite
and I feel like the palette, the like mini palette looks really luxe. The blushes, I really don't think the big palette was needed. Like, I get why it's there, but I don't think we would have needed that.
Yeah, it doesn't like really add anything further. I think a few people were kind of like saying like, oh, because of the theme, because it's like sort of like Ouija board. We're like, oh, not for me. And I totally get that. A lot of people have, you know, the ick on that sort of thing. But I mean, personally, I don't mind. But even if like lashes that come in the little kind of Ouija board placer thing, I don't know the correct terms. Yeah, I think it's kind of an interesting collection.
KVD vibes on the mascara. Like,
you're so right.
The looks exactly like they're definitely taken inspiration from a lot of like different things, but it's still like its own collection. I feel like the colors or the like anything like that isn't like reminiscent of another product.
Yeah.
Are those highlighters Candlelight Ritual, like the white and the more
I think
brown?
they are.
They look nice.
They do, don't they?
Why don't we have Profusion here? Like, that's
my damn question. Like, we only like get little bits and pieces that might make it to TK Maxx or to Boots. We don't get the full collection. I'll be honest with you, I'd be happy picking up like 1 or 2 things. Like, I wouldn't get the full thing, but I definitely like to try those lipsticks.
Yeah, definitely those. I feel like
the 9 pan eyeshadow palette.
the blushes.
Oh yeah.
Is there like a white and a black eyeshadow base, even like that set there?
Yeah, there is, yeah.
That's nice. What's that stackable thing? Like with white, is that water activate liners?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, it's face paint stack.
To
This is
fair,
really nice. Like
yeah.
I would have picked like maybe a couple of things if I would have saw this in like a store somewhere. Like I really like this. Even the brushes look nice.
Yeah, like there's nothing here that I'm like, ugh,
Yeah.
I don't like.
I really like the mirror. Like like the
Yeah.
witchy kind of these kinds of vibes. I like the aesthetic. So good job.
Yeah, look, I mean, for the times that we have right now, I am just loving that we have affordable options that
Yeah.
seem cohesive. It's like it's affordable, but it doesn't look cheap, which is
Yeah.
like I think it's really great having these sort of options. And like I said, nothing over $18. Like I'm here for that. I think that's pretty nice. If any of these wound their way up in Ireland in any of the stores, I probably would pick one or two things up.
Me too.
Quite like it. Interestingly, though, when I put it to you guys, 19% of you loved it, 35% said not for me, but a big amount of you, 46%, said I like some of it. So,
You know, I
actually,
think it's the big palette.
yeah.
It brings it a bit down. And
But
also the thing that they have so much stuff. I
that's
feel
the
like that overwhelms people sometimes. Like they don't know what to look because there's so much stuff that just, it gets like too overwhelming and you just like, oh, I don't like it.
Yeah, but then if you combine the love it and the I like some of it, because that those are both still positive things, we're talking like a 65% approval.
That's nice.
That's pretty darn good. And again, another affordable brand, kind of loving it. This is Wet and Wild, and this is their mood collection. Now, I'm a little bit confused because they're like, hey, it's infused with cannabis sativa. And I'm like, is it 2 years ago? What's happening? Remember when there was that weird thing of everything was infused with cannabis sativa and it was really odd? And Wet and Wild are like, we're awake. We were listening the whole time. And they have, I kind of like the zero F's given and then the Monday palette. And like I kind of like the idea of like the zero F's. It reminds me of when BH Cosmetics came out with the series of palettes that were like shut the fuck up and blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, I kind of enjoy that. But it's almost like there's two collections in one.
Yeah.
Which is
like it's kind of like this black thing and then this like I don't know. I feel like it doesn't really make sense like some of the bits. Like even on the like zero fucks given, why is there like a peachy lip? Like I feel like they should have added like a red or a dark burgundy or something like that. Like I feel like that just screams summer and then everything else is like moodier.
Yeah, it's a bit mismatched.
Yeah.
I totally agree. If they went for like a vampy red,
this is not my favorite. I would rather just get the previous Profusion things than not even look at these. I just feel like they look a bit cheap. The blush is nice.
Yeah,
I like the blushes.
I will say I think the Monday collection that looks a lot more cohesive.
Yeah, it does. It looks so much more cohesive. I don't really understand why we have like two different ones.
Yeah, in one
like,
go.
how does it like go with the theme?
Yeah.
And how does the cannabis sativa go with the mood thing? Like, I just don't understand.
Like, are they trying to be like Monday, zero fucks given on a Monday?
Or is it like then just go smoke some weed?
I don't
know. Then when you're depressed on a Monday, go smoke some weed. Is this what they are insinuating?
like, it's a very confusing message. And the thing is, like, I know that cannabis sativa is like apparently quite good for some skincare stuff, but like you'd need a lot of it in your makeup to have any sort of impact. So I'm like,
it doesn't really like an eyeshadow or a blush. I kind of get it maybe on the lip gloss.
Yeah.
But like if you really want like to do a cannabis sativa thing, I think they should have done more like primers, lip products, maybe like setting spray, something that can like
skincare stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And not
agree.
like makeup. I don't think you can see any benefits of
No.
using palette, eyeshadow, or a blush or something like that with cannabis on it. So
No, it's just a bit like mismatched and a bit all over the place. Like there's
yeah.
elements of it that look pretty okay. Like the Monday palette, I think
Yeah.
is grand. I think a lot of people are going to respond to that. It's a cool toned kind of neutral palette.
Yeah, I feel like it
It
would be
feels
a good
nice,
one
you know?
for like people for like going to school if you want to do a quick like cool toned look or something like that. But like just don't kind of like get the cannabis thing, and you can't really even see the cannabis things any of the packages,
No,
like
no,
any of there does it even say?
no,
I don't
it's
think it
really,
does even say that. And then it's just on the promo pictures there's
yeah,
like cannabis then there, and it's just I'm like, what?
yeah, no, it's really confusing. It does feel like
Yeah,
somebody maybe smoked something and then put all of this together,
yeah,
which
yeah,
maybe
I
is
feel
how
like
it happened. Which,
that might be it. We
like,
were so
fair.
stoned when we were doing this
That's
this
why none of it makes
episode.
sense or is cohesive. Like,
Yeah.
I will say though, very, very affordable. Like the most expensive thing is the palette. They're both $6.99 each. And like the cheapest thing then is the lip oil, and that's $3.99. So like again, nothing over $7. I
Yeah.
think for a lot of people this is gonna be something that they'll quite enjoy or they'll get a lot of use
Yeah.
out of. So I'm not
I
gonna
do
knock
really
it.
like the blush, the Zero Fucks Given
Yeah.
blush. I feel like the Monday one, it looks very neutrally, so it could
Mm.
go either way, like a blush or like a contoury bronzer kind of product. I like them both.
Yeah, I agree. That's kind of where I am with it. Like it's fine. It's not for me, but I'm loving the affordable option.
Yeah.
Oh my God, want to put it to you guys. Ooh, ooh, the claws were out. 5% loved it. 79% said not for me, and 16% said I like some of it.
Yeah. I feel
So
like we were all confused, like really confused about this one.
like their production team.
It kind of bite them in the leg.
It really did. Like it was a bit like all over the place. But let us talk about something that is much more interesting, in my opinion. This is Unearthly Cosmetics, and they were kind of drip feeding that they were coming out with a couple of different Halloween launches. But we know that we have 4 palettes altogether. 3 of them are 12 pan palettes. That's the 1964, the So Strange, and the Weirdos. They're $50 each. And then the biggest palette is a 20 pan palette, and it's the Warms My Blood, and that's $70. I'm going to say that the one that I like the most is the Weirdos palette from the Craft. I love the color story of that. I know it's monochromatic mostly, but that grungy green at the
I
bottom,
feel like you could do multiple looks with it. You could
I
go
think so.
green, you could go purple, you could go pink. I feel like you still got kind of like options. I like all of these.
Yeah.
And when they like sent me a message, like pick one that they're sending, I was like, how am I supposed to pick?
How do you
Uh,
choose your favorite child?
yeah, but I did pick the weirdos because that was the one that I like instantly was like, oh, I can create multiple looks with it. I think Daniela, though, had a really good point when we were talking about this with her. She said that it wasn't like necessary to come out with 4 palettes. Imagine if she had joined the Weirdos and the Warms My Blood and then the 2 like brighter ones together and just have like 2 palettes. Like, how cool would that be?
Mm,
Like I don't really like I like them all, but I do like the idea of releasing less. Like I feel like I don't know. Yeah. It was just a good point. That was that.
yeah, I think so. Because to be fair, right, if you're gonna get the 1964 palette, you're gonna be like quite likely then to get the So Strange palette because they're
Yeah.
the same sort of color story issue. They're somewhat you already like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Kind of similar then with the Weirdos and the Warms My Blood. So
Yeah.
you can see how they're connected. I want to get the the Weirdos palette, but I can't get it at the moment.
Weirdos is so pretty.
It's beautiful.
Also, one thing to note that these are quite pricey.
Yeah.
I think the bigger one is like $70.
Yeah.
And the smaller ones were like 50 maybe.
Yeah.
So they are quite pricey. They are an indie brand, and I do think Unearthly has a good eyeshadow formula. Like, it's not about that, but I do think they're a tad bit too pricey.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, like I mean that's kind of what's stopping me, because the baseline price and then the customs and the duties just kind of makes me go,
yeah, and the shipping and everything, it's gonna be a very spenny order. And I've heard that a lot of people do like a lot of these, and a lot of people have said like they want them all. Now I'm just like counting in my head.
oh, like if you
It's gonna be expensive.
It would be $220 unless they're doing a bundle price, which I would hope they would do.
I'm hoping they will like do a couple of bundles, maybe like you could like maybe get 2 of the palettes together, pick which one, or get like one big bundle. That would be really smart of them.
I think so too. Like I think it's just maybe it's because I loved Nancy from The Craft. Really, really loved
me too. Like that's one of my favorite movies.
Oh, it's so good.
Like I loved.
Sorry, he's sorry, he's sorry, he's sorry. I'm like, yes.
I love that, and just I feel like the weirdo color story is just the one that I feel like the most cohesive.
Yeah.
And like they're all pretty, but I feel like with the 2 lighter one, the smaller ones, I feel like I should probably like I feel like I would need maybe another palette there, or I would struggle a bit to create look. The colors in them though,
are something else. Yeah. Like I want them, and I think like I will eventually like probably get the Weirdo palette at least.
Yeah.
But for now, I just cannot justify it. But my God.
Halloween launches this year have been like kinda it. I'm
gonna go so far as to say that I think that this Halloween has had some of the best makeup releases that I've seen so far.
Yeah. It's just I feel like brands are going all out.
They really are.
And I like it. I really like it.
I don't. Like my wallet doesn't like it.
Well, yeah.
But
like I like that they're like bringing more like effort into this.
I'm here for it. And like all of the color stories make so much sense when you look at the source material. Like, I get it when I see it. And I have to say, again, very positive from you guys. When it came to the Warms My Blood palette, 44% loved it and 31% said I like some of it. So overwhelmingly quite positive. When it came to the So Strange palette, 43% said love it, 24% said I like some of it. So again, very, very positive. The one that had the biggest approval was the Weirdo palette. Are you surprised? I'm not. 51% said love it and 19% said I like some of it. So again, pretty darn popular. The one that wasn't as well received was the 1964 palette, and I'm not really that surprised on that one, because
I saw some comments about that some people didn't really get the color story behind it.
Yeah, and I think it's like what Daniela was saying, like this would have made more sense in conjunction with the So Strange palette, because 30% loved it and 22% said I like some of it, but the majority, like a big chunk, said not for me. So all in all, though, I think a very, very nice collection. And can we talk about another collection that I'm a little bit confused by, because I've gotten so used to Pat McGrath kind of going, I've come out with a palette that is various shades of purple. And it's like Mother Pat has decided to like get rid of a little bit of that safety blanket and has put some different colors in this time round. There's blues and green, a green. And I haven't seen that from her before. She has like some blushy bits, 2 5-pan eyeshadow palette, obviously some lipstick, all these like it's a massive collection. This is all for the holidays, as they call them. them. It looks nice. Now, I can't justify Pat McGrath prices. Like,
No.
I cannot. But I think this is one of the more interesting eyeshadow palettes that she's come out with in a really long time.
Definitely. Still though, like I feel like she played it safe, even when she was like branching out. Felt like if she would like completely gone with it, like balls to the wall. I feel like more green, more like get rid of those two browns. We don't need it. Get rid of those. Like, why is there so many like nudie, shimmery colors?
Yeah.
Like 1, 2, 3, 4. They have like different undertones, but I feel like she could have tweaked it a bit. I do like the cool blue, like violet section a lot. Like that one looks nice, and the shade like that purpley, bluey shade, like that shimmer looks incredible. Like
if they sold those as separate £6, I'd get the cool £6.
Yeah.
Just because
I feel like she should have actually done it like that. Because when they like section it out there, like neutral, cool, warm, I feel like it makes more sense as £6.
Yeah, I agree. Look, do you know what? It's new for Pat. So
yeah,
well done. She's someone getting out of her comfort zone. So I appreciate that. But then obviously then there's two £5 palette, and they're both quite neutral. One is more warm tone, one is very cool tone.
I don't think we needed those, to be honest. Like, I don't understand why we have those.
And there's something about long packaging that
yeah, and also like they're so boring.
Yeah.
So boring.
Let's move on with our lives. The kind of blush highlighty thing, not gonna lie, kind of like that.
They look nice, although I would have liked to see one deeper one. Could have been like that light. They're both really light.
Yeah. They're both within a couple of tones of each other, really.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
They have like one deep-ish shade on the lower blush palette, but even that isn't that deep. It
does still look quite pretty though.
It looks really pretty. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I would use both of those.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like,
I would probably love them. The highlights look...
Pat McGrath prices. No. Oh yeah, the highlights look so pretty. They really... she does like beautiful like embossing and stuff on her products, like, I have to say. And then oddly the coloured mascara, I was like, that's very different for you, Pat.
I actually like those.
Yeah.
I wouldn't buy it at that price, given how
infrequently you would use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like the blue. I like the mint. The pink is like not really my vibe.
Same.
But the blue and the mint one look chef's kiss.
Yeah, I agree. And then the lipsticks look very pretty as well.
Oh, like that nude lipstick.
Isn't it beautiful?
Has a chokehold on me. Like, I couldn't stop looking at it the whole time we were talking about everything in this collection. Like, that color, I kind of want that. It's just so pretty. It's such a pretty tone of nude.
It really is. Like,
and the bossing on it, the packaging.
I still think that the lips look like an angry mouse.
I was watching a TikTok about it, and I didn't really thought about it, but when you said it, now I can't unsee it.
Yeah, because it looks like a really angry mouth.
Yeah.
I disapprove of you and your choices. And I don't need my makeup like judging me like that.
Yeah.
The packaging is nice, but if it was like more upturned, the mouth.
Yeah.
I think it's just...
I feel like it would be nicer.
Scowly. I'm like, oh no, Christmas cheer, please, if this is meant to be for like a holiday collection.
Yeah.
All in all, it's kind of what like, if you hadn't told me this was Pat McGrath and you showed it to me, I wouldn't be surprised that it was Pat McGrath. Like, it has Pat McGrath.
Yeah.
Like, with the exception of like the bigger eyeshadow palette, it's slightly different for her. But I will say, is this necessarily new for her?
Nah.
Not really. But like, I know so many people who are like, I love Pat McGrath. Anything I've gotten from Pat McGrath is great.
Yeah.
I'm like, do you know what? Grand.
Yeah. If I would get anything from this collection,
it'd be the lipstick.
The nude lip, the lighter one of the two like single highlighters look insane. And possibly those two mascaras. If I was like, I could buy anything that I ever wanted, those were the things that I would be more interested
Can I
in.
just say, I love that in the scenario where you're like, I can buy anything that I've ever wanted. You're still exercising restraint.
Yeah.
Well, at least,
everything that I ever wanted.
Like, I'm
I
intrigued.
wouldn't
There's
have
somebody.
any. I would buy just everything.
Yeah.
I would be
Sure.
like, give me everything.
Yeah. Like, I get that. That's how I'd be. Like, if this was put in front of me, I would be very intrigued and I would want to play with it.
Yeah,
But I think,
definitely.
like, there is a lure to Pat McGrath, and I get it, and I know that there's people on the Pat McGrath train, and I hope it's a very comfortable ride for you. I want it to be. All in all, I think it's a nice direction for her that we're seeing something a little bit different, but there's still a lot of like, not same old, but kind of like what I would expect. When I put it to you guys, 24% of you loved it, 45% said not for me, and 31% said I like some of it. And is this the third Beetlejuice thing that we've seen in the last month?
I don't know.
I think it is.
I've lost.
Yeah, because we
I
had
haven't been counting anymore because there's so many every Halloween. I feel like the most,
which was my favorite one so far. And then I know we had something else, and obviously Unearthly Cosmetics.
Yeah, I feel like it's the one thing that gets most, like when it's Halloween time, a lot of brands like go to that route.
Yeah, but they're going for the millennials that grew up with Beetlejuice, and we have a lot of nostalgia.
And also like the Melt Beetlejuice collection, like was like very successful. So I feel like people are like trying to
recreate it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, but in case you can't tell, this is actually Makeup Revolution, and this is their Beetlejuice collection. So there's a whole chunk of stuff in it. They have their It's Showtime palette for £12. They have two £9 palettes for £8 each. There's a highlighter palette for £6. There's lipsticks in 2 different shades for £5. There's the Never Trust the Living powder for £5. Cake liner for £6. Strange and Unusual mascara for £6. Say My Name eyeliner at £6. False nails for £6. Lydia lashes for £8. A Beetlejuice sponge for £5. The most expensive thing is the brush set. That's £15. And then you have an eyeliner set for £8, a cosmetics bag for £8, and then a Beetlejuice mirror for £10. And that's coming out September 23rd. So as you're watching, it is already available. Anyone who knows me knows I'm not a fan of Makeup Revolution. Like, they're not my thing. They're not my jam. However, I can appreciate that this is an affordable brand, and for a lot of people that love Beetlejuice and they can't get the likes of Unearthly Cosmetics, they can't get Bella Beauty Bar, they couldn't buy Melt, this is a great option for them if they want to have that. It's not for me, but that's okay.
I feel like it's not the worst Revolution's done. Like I feel like it's a very decent collection.
Yeah.
The two £9 I would say we do not need.
Yeah.
I think those would have been left out. I feel like the big palette, like I like that it's like very green, very purple in that like route. It has a black, great. I like that. I like the liner bundle.
Same.
Like good colors. I feel like the mirror is so cute.
Yeah.
I feel like they've done like the makeup bag, the brushes. I feel like they've done a pretty good job with this.
I agree. Like, as this goes, and again, coming from somebody who's not a Makeup Revolution fan, I would give this a pretty solid 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Take into account like the affordability, etc. I think you're right. The £9 palettes weren't needed at all, but I think what they did with the I Myself and Strange and Unusual, they were trying to emulate the color story from the Melt one. So remember, having like a red and black sort of a color story with that.
Yeah.
I get why they did that. I really like the mirror.
I really like it too. I think my favorite things are the mirror, the liner bundle, and the makeup bag.
Yeah.
I really like this. And I wouldn't like, if I had the palette, I would definitely, the big one, I would definitely do like a look with it. I wouldn't turn it down. The shimmers, like they look pretty like basic.
Yeah.
But you kind of have to like think about the price point in this. Like they can do crazy shimmery multi-chrome things for that price, but it's not a bad palette. I feel like at least there's not like neutrals in it. Like I feel like they actually tried.
Like you can see how this is related to the source material. Like it's very, very clear that it's related to Beetlejuice. And like I said, I like that this is making this accessible to people who can't afford quite a few of these other brands.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not against that, you know? Yeah, it's grand. I know quite a few people have messaged me and they're like, I'm on the waiting list for this. And I'm like, I hope you get it. And I hope you enjoy it.
Definitely.
You know, it's not for me. Anyone who knows, I don't buy from Makeup Revolution. That's my choice. But I'm still trying to be as objective as possible, really. When I put it to you guys, 16% of you loved it, 62% said not for me, and 22% said I like some of it. So there you go. Oh, this next one. This makes me so angry that Smashbox are no longer available in Ireland and the UK because I really like this. This is their new Halloween Masters of Horror collection. So there's 5 lipsticks. They're the prime and plush ones. They're $24 each. And then there's 5 like matching cream shadows for $22 each. And they're in the shades of the styles Chucky, Bride of Chucky, Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, and Dracula. And I love this. I think this is so
excellent.
Cool.
The black paint, eye paint, the mint one, and the dark purple, even the Bride of Frankenstein, which is kind of like, it looks gray, but it looks kind of like a greenish gray. The orange is not my favorite, but I like get it. The lipsticks look so nice. Like the green looks so nice. I feel like the dark purple, the red, the nude, I feel like there's a good color options. Like you have your red, you have your nude, then you have like the dark brown, the like purple and green for like more risque options. I feel like they did good with this. I absolutely love this. And this is part of what like really annoys me, that I'm like, Smashbox, why did you not do things like this? That's so like weird.
Like this is brilliant.
Like I was hearing something about Smashbox going out of business, but I'm not sure what's up with that because they're like releasing stuff.
Well, like they left the UK and Irish market.
Yeah.
Like that's as much as we know, but they're still continuing elsewhere. Because I know a few people have like gotten this.
Yeah.
So I'm envious. I love this. Like I love the packaging is on point. I just think this is really cool. Like really genuinely very, very cool, very fun. It is limited edition. I probably wouldn't get the cream eyeshadows simply because I wouldn't use them. I'd forget.
Yeah.
The lipsticks. That's what I get. Probably get all of them because I'm an idiot. Like, look,
it's a really good collection, and I like that it's condensed.
Yeah,
it's not too much stuff. You know,
other brands could learn. Curate it down. It's well edited. It's cohesive. I can see how it's linked. There's a lot of Halloween stuff, and there's a lot of good Halloween stuff. I'm kind of loving it. Like my little spooky soul is like going into like full flap. Like this is making me very, very, very happy because the last couple of Halloweens it's been a bit shit. There's been meager offerings, and I gotta say, loving it this time round. I'm now excited for next year, but also terrified because what if it doesn't live up to these standards?
Yeah, like how can we
top this? Brands, it's up to you. When we put the Smashbox to you guys, 29% of you said love it, 43% said not for me, and 29% said I like some of it. And again, more spooky themes. This is Colourpop, and believe it or not, their 3rd Hocus Pocus collection. I know, hard to believe, but obviously they're putting this out to be here in time for Hocus Pocus 2, the movie, which is coming out September 30th here. So they have a lot of stuff going on. There's the 15 pan eyeshadow palette There's a BFF mascara, So Glassy lip glosses, Jelly Much shadows, which apparently they've changed the formula of, which is like a bit of a pity. Then a Sol Body shimmering body powder, which is the thing that I'm most interested in. No, I tell a lie. The thing I'm most interested in is that fucking cat ear hair accessory. That's what I want. Right? I would wear that to all of my lectures as well. Like, I love that. Here's the thing, like, I shat myself over the ColourPop Hocus Pocus thing the first time around. Loved it. Elena very kindly got it for me for a Christmas present, and I treasure it. Love it. I didn't get the second one, and this one isn't really calling to me. This feels a bit kind of all over the place. A bit, but I'm wondering, is it maybe I'm a bit pissed off with ColourPop?
Yeah,
because like even the way they dealt with the whole Harry Potter thing and J.K. Rowling and that, I didn't like it, so I'm a bit miffed with them, and this just feels like a bit of a.
I feel like the palette isn't bad.
Yeah.
It's just nothing new. It's like I feel like it's
fine.
Nice, but I'm not like dying.
Yeah.
To get it in my hand.
Yeah, it's not cool, but it's not bad either.
I feel like the most interesting things are the highlighter. The lip gloss is like the black one with the like looks really nice with the like silver glitter, and then the like has that like a green tint. The whitish one looks really nice. I don't really like the color selection of the Jelly Muches. Like the orange is like I don't like it.
Yeah.
And the purple, like that tone of purple is not my favorite for some reason. The white one looks okay.
I think that's the word though for this collection. It's okay.
Yeah, it's just okay. I feel like they're kind of beating a dead horse with this one.
I mean,
like they've done it so many times. It's like
I bet they're kicking themselves that they came out with a collection last year with Hocus Pocus. They should have left.
Yeah. They should have waited. But when does ColourPop wait? They just release stuff constantly.
Yeah. I mean, that constant churning, I think, is partly as well why I get a bit miffed with them. Like, do you know what? I think maybe if I'd seen this 3 or 4 years ago, I'd probably be like, oh my God, I really like this.
Me too.
But now, not so much. I'm like, oh, it's okay. But I kind
of that does tell like how oversaturated the makeup business is at the moment. Like I feel like we don't get as excited about these like launches anymore. I feel like we're more demanding now.
Yeah.
What do we want and what do we like?
We're good consumers. That's what I'll say. Yeah. Nothing I'm gonna bother ordering for.
Yeah, me neither.
Couldn't be bothered. When I put it to you guys, 25% of you loved it, 44% said not for me, and 31% said I like some of it. Then we have Minty Makeup, which is an indie brand out of the States, I believe, and this is their Nothing But Nudes face palette. It's $48 and it can be used to contour the face, highlight the cheekbones, or, as many people pointed out, as a neutral eyeshadow. And the first thing I thought of when I saw this was, this is going to be perfect for an MUA.
Yeah.
I like that it's designed for the face as well. Now, Minty Makeup has been around for, I want to say, about 3 years, so they're still a relatively new brand, and like although they're still like finding their feet, anything that I've seen that they've released has been very thoughtful and makes sense. And can we appreciate how deep that tone Go Deep goes?
Yeah, I feel like this, like you said, perfect for makeup artists. Perfect if you want like your basic neutrals eyeshadow palette. Like you could do your everyday looks with that. You could do your whole face, like eyes and face with that, which I do like. It's not for me.
Yeah.
But I do like that there's not shades that are too similar. You have that variation. I feel like you could do good eyeshadow looks, deep enough eyeshadow looks with this too, because you do have that very, very deep brown.
Yeah. And I would say $48 from an indie company to get that. I'm pretty, and it looks like you've good big pan sizes.
Yeah.
Like you're getting a lot of product for that.
Like if I work as a makeup artist, this would be such a good, like a contour bronzer palette to fit a wide range of skin tones, and you could use it as an eyeshadow palette too.
Yeah. I
Oh,
think
I
this
really
is
like
really well
that.
thought out because anything that she's come out with before has been very colorful.
Yeah,
So I think this makes sense for her brand right
yeah.
now in this moment. So
I
like,
like that. Yeah, I like that they branded this from the get-go
yeah,
as contour highlight palette, but also as an eyeshadow palette.
yeah,
Because if it would have been like only contour highlighter palette, I would have kind of been like, I don't really think this would be necessary
mm,
if you're not a makeup artist, just because you couldn't use those shades. Like, obviously, you could use products as it is, but I like that it's on the branding of the product.
yeah,
Like, I feel like they have thought about it so
yeah.
you can easily use them as eyeshadow or as face products.
Yeah, it's not like they've put this throwaway comment of, oh, I guess you could use it
Yeah,
for the eyes too. Like this was thought about.
yeah,
Gotta say, I mean, I'm not into neutral eyeshadows myself. I'm not, if you know me. Um, but if I was, I probably would look at something like this
yeah.
because it's,
The tones
yeah,
of those browns are really nice. So yeah, I feel like this
yeah,
would be a really good palette for someone who likes like a good stable neutral palette that can also do a bit like face
yeah.
contour bronze and highlighter.
Great for anyone who's like on a budget and needs something that does
Yeah,
a couple of things. You know, I'm here for it.
definitely.
When I put it to you guys, 26% said love it, 63% said not for me, and 11% said I like some of it. But oh my God, Beauty Bay, sneaky things, sneaky things. I love how they
Mm.
just kind of like put shit onto their website and they just wait for us to realize that it's there because they know that some of us are just
Yeah,
repeatedly pressing refresh on that damn website.
yeah,
And if you remember, when we were talking about the release of the Midnight, the Earthy, and the Berries, we were kind of like a bit annoyed that they didn't come out with the 42 pan berries because it was like, why does it not fit in the collection? Well, they've addressed that and they have a 42 pan palette available now for €28.
I mean, at first I was like, how is this needed? Like I was like, they covered their bases with this one. And on the pictures, it doesn't look that it goes that deep. But I have seen it, like Carrie sent some videos on the sausage chat and some swatches, and it does look much better in those clips that she sent, and it also goes deeper than it looks on those beauty bay pictures. I think if you have this one, I think Carrie said that all of these shades are in the big one. So you might want to like think about then, do you need it or do you want it? But I do have to say that after Carrie showed it, I wanted it more. I wasn't excited at first.
Yeah.
But if it goes on sale
It
for like a
scratches my
tenner,
But like it scratches my brain in the correct way because it was
yeah,
annoying me that I had two of the 42 pounds and then
yeah.
this was a 16 pan. And I put it into my basket and I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait for payday. And then, friends, listen carefully. A wonderful thing happened today. And I don't know what's going on, but I got contacted by Beauty Bay and well, they said they're coming out with their holiday collection. We don't know what that looks like yet, but they said they're coming out with it and they're going to send it to me. I'm as shocked as you are, frankly. The holiday collection is coming out the 26th. So they're like, send us on your address. I was like, oh, okay. And then they sent an email afterwards, kind of going, would you like anything else? Do you have the 42 pound berries? And I was like, no, I don't. So they're sending that too.
It to Teresa.
I'm shocked because I've gotten stuff from them once
Oh,
before, and I was like, that's a one
so
off, never happening
amazing.
again.
So well deserved.
Yeah, so beware. I will be talking about the holiday launch on my probably TikTok first, and I'll probably do some swatches as well. But I'm excited because I'm getting this palette. Like this is happening. This is coming to me. I was a bit confused that they've increased the price, or did I imagine that? Because this is €28 and I don't remember the others being €28. Because I think a few people were saying that as well.
They were 26, 28, 25. Were they 25?
I thought they were something like that.
I'm not sure, but everything is getting
increasing.
pricier, so
yeah,
I guess it was expected.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to get this. Like I am, and the thing is, I always feel very like safe in Beauty Bay's hands.
Yeah,
they know what
really good formula. They know what they're doing with their palettes. If you like these tones, just buy it.
You're gonna
It's
have
not that expensive. There's always like codes. Teresa even have a link so you can go and buy it.
Really?
I think there is a code like Rebecca 25.
There's a couple of ones going around. Like I know,
Yeah,
like,
which have worked like quite a few. Like I've used it quite a few times when I've bought something. So you might want to check that out. And they have sales all the time. Like I guarantee this palette is gonna be like a tenner at some point. So
I bet
yeah,
they'll bundle it as well with the 16 pan because you know they
yeah,
do bundles as well at one
yeah.
point. They'll do that, and you can be like, "I get the big one for me. I get the 16 pan for somebody else." For
Yeah.
Christmas. Which
And that would be a great big blush palette too. Like I use my
that's what I use
smaller
mine as. Yeah,
berries one so much as a blush palette and also as a highlighter
yeah.
palette.
Same.
Like I use it actually more for my face than on my eyes.
Same.
But I just love the tones are so nice. So you can't go wrong with this one.
Yeah, I'm excited. Like, plus I'm a bit of a completionist, so it was going to come into my collection one way or other. But the fact that it's been gifted, holy shit balls.
Even better.
Yeah, so keep an eye out as well for when I'm talking about the holiday collection. Confusing. When I put it to you guys, 38% of you loved it, 28% said not for me, and 34% said it just wasn't needed. Fair enough. Okay, this is the last thing that we're talking about, and what a note to end on. We were talking about the fact that Gourmand Girls were kind of sneak peeking the outside of their new palette, which is a collaboration with Doodles by the Bunny, which is, by the way, coming out on September the 26th, I believe. Yes. And now they have shown us the inside of the palette, and can I just say, love it. I love it. That green color, the apple bob, beautiful. The shade bloody, that pink.
Oh, that is so pretty. Like I feel like you can do multiple looks with this. I feel like the shimmers look excellent. It has a black, it has a white, it has like you could even use like some of the orangey peachy colors as a blush. I adore this. I cannot wait to get this. It's on its way to me. Christina sent it to me as PR, so I'm really excited. And I do have a code also. When this launch on the 26th, just code TIA, TIIA, is gonna give you like some amount of money off. I can't remember what it is, but you can use that if you would like to.
You know you want to. I have a code too, so choose whoever you love most.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is brilliant. Like I said, this brand is just going from strength to strength. And this is me being given unbiased because I do like Christina an awful lot. She's a very, very good lady.
She's such a sweet lady.
I love that this is different. You know?
I love it. I feel like this is it's not just like a Halloween palette, even though it's like branded as one. But I feel like this is like an all year round one.
I love
like you could do really pretty, like just fall looks, like just grungy amazingness, brighter ones. I
already know what I'd do. Like I'd have to use that green, and there's that poopy green down in the bottom left corner. And like just put the poopy green on the outside of the eye, blend that out, put the black, do a smoky eye, and then do not a cut crease, but like a halo eye with that bright green.
amazing.
I,
Like,
I
and
think,
I like that it has a white because like it doesn't have that many like light blending shades, which was my first one that I was like, But then I was like, oh, it has a white, so I can just mix
yeah.
white with any of the shades and like create lighter version of it. So I think it will be set with this one.
Yeah. Like it's cohesive. It makes sense. This is the second collaboration they've done with Doodles by the Bunny. The first one was the Sailor Moore palette, and that was beautiful. That was very
Yeah.
the shimmers in that
Oh,
were just beautiful.
I love the shade We from that palette. It's like a greeny multi-chrome
It's gorgeous.
shade. It's the one shade that I use like the most
Oh,
out of it.
yeah. Like
Oh,
I would get
gorgeous.
the Sailor Moore just for the shade We.
Also, like Sailor Moore would pair with this one really
Yeah,
nicely.
that's what I was thinking. And
So
again, it's nice because it's that collaboration with the same person. So
yeah,
I'm here for it. I think this is really great. I have been so excited about this, but there was also a point where I was like, oh, I've been really excited. What if I don't like it?
yeah.
And then I saw it and I was like, ah, why did I ever doubt this?
I've been stalking my like shipping updates daily after Christina said after I got the email that she sent it, and I've been like,
I'm honestly surprised that you're still indoors and not waiting outside for the postman.
I might be soon. I'm just taking a break to film this.
That's fair. That's fair. Just go back outside again.
Yeah.
I love this. And I have to say, you guys are loving it too. 56% said love it. That's quite high. 19% did not for me. And 25% said I like some of it. Like that is very positive.
That is very good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be doing a live with this when I receive it. I'll probably do some TikToks, like post on Instagram. So I'm so excited.
Because Tia's an influencer.
I'm an influencer.
Yeah. Yeah, I love this. I'm so excited about it. I'm going to pick it up at some point. Love it. I'm so delighted for Gourmand Girls. But guys, that is it. That does mean I'm talking about my favorite comment. And this is from Cecily, who says, Tia, are you willing to bedazzle my lipstick case with Shein gems for $70? I'm on a budget.
I don't, it's kind of a hard one, but I think Cecily can have like a friends and family discount. I could do it for her for 70, but for no one else.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, no.
You're set up, Cecily. So, Fenty, we're coming for you. Don't you be thinking that you can sell your ridiculous gem lipstick case for €650.
Gonna start a business here.
This is how we get rich. I don't know how I'm in the equation there. I'm just like sitting on the fences going, yeah, more glue. I don't know. I don't know what my role is in this, in like social interaction in life. But guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. You know the drill. Tia has her own Patreon, all that sort of thing. Check all of that down below in the description box, and click the like button, all that sort of thing. Do please like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell so you can see more of these videos, and do please share, because sharing is caring, except of course for STDs, in which case you just got to wrap it up. Don't be gross. But that's it. That's the end of this week's episode, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.